Bells, welcome to my preview and predicted lineup of Arsenal against Sporting Lisbon. We are back in Europa League action after a very, very eventful game against Liverpool at the weekend. What an unbelievable game that was. I know it was 1-1, all right, and there's a lot of people talking that we're celebrating a draw. We've already cleared that up. We are not celebrating a draw. We're celebrating the fact that there's a change in mentality at the club. We can see that. We're competing. We're not a walkover like we used to be. In terms of the game itself, it was very, very intense. Very high pressured, very fast tempoed, and we left everything on the pitch. And I think Liverpool did also. It's going to be a difficult game because of how much we put in. The team lineup's going to be interesting. What players will get rested? You only have to look at Liverpool. They went into Champions League action against Red Star, a game that they won comfortably at Anfield, a game that they should have won comfortably with all due respect to Red Star, and they lost 2-0. I know they made some changes and they can't make as much as we can because it's the Champions League in comparison, but there were players out there that looked a little bit tired and a little bit leggy. So yeah, hopefully we don't suffer the same fate, shall I say. And we can actually go into this game with a fresh pair of legs, and we can guarantee qualification to the next round, because that's what we can do. We are pretty much basically through. 3 wins out of 3. The only team that's causing, any kind of upset towards taking the top spot off us would be Sporting. But I'm not really worried in any way, shape or form, to be quite honest with you. I know that's a little bit risky just before we play them, but I'm going by the performance out in Portugal. I actually thought that would be a difficult game. I actually thought that they would give us a really good game, a real test. But they were poor, really, really poor. I can't really think of what Leno had to do during the game. There was hardly anything. There was a shot from Nani in the first half that went wide. And the second half, we completely dominated. I know that Sporting have got some problems. They're not doing that great in the league, and they've lost a lot of players in the summer because of the training ground incident with, loads of fans of attacking the players and whatnot. But it's no excuse. They should have been better than that. Now, they might put up a better performance away from home. Can't really see it, to be honest with you. As for Arsenal, what do I expect us to do in this game? Well, I do expect Unai Emery to make a lot of changes. He's still going to keep it strong. He's still going to want to keep momentum. He isn't going to want to lose this game. We're 14 unbeaten. We've got one more league game before the international break. So it would be nice if we can get through this one, win the Wolves game, and then we go into that international break 16 unbeaten. What you don't want is to go into the international break having lost some games or not picked up points, because that's not good for momentum and it's not good for morale. So, like I said, strong side, but there will be some changes. So with that said, I'm going to go and get into the predicted lineup. In goal, we're going to start off with Cech. Pretty straightforward decision because Leno, it's pretty clear that he is now the Premier League goalkeeper. And it's pretty clear that Cech is going to have to play in the Europa League and the Carabao Cup and possibly the FA Cup. And he's either going to have to wait for an injury or a dip in form from Leno before he gets back into the Premier League side. So pretty straightforward decision. In the defensive area, first of all, right back, we're going to go with Lichtsteiner. I'm impressed by this guy. I actually think that he's done a lot off the pitch that we may not have seen. You look at the other day, there's pictures circulating of us equalising against Liverpool, and Lichtsteiner is one of the first ones onto the edge of the pitch, speaking to the defenders, telling them exactly what they need to do for now. Get your heads back on the game. Get yourself right. That kind of experience is invaluable. I also think that him being there is pushing Hector Bellerin. It's no coincidence that Hector's performances have started getting better. It's pretty straightforward. So for this one, Lichtsteiner. In the central defensive area, first of all, I'm going to go with the young lad from Spain that plays for the under-23s. Again, I'm not going to pronounce his name. I've got people trying to help me with pronouncing his name from the last time, but I just can't do it. It's so difficult. Yes, you might sit there and go, oh my word, he can't even pronounce his name. Listen, I'd rather not pronounce it than butcher it. I'm going to learn. Let's just say for the player ratings, if he does play, I will try and pronounce his name. How about that one? Alongside him, I'm going to go with Sokratis. He needs a run of games now. He's kind of stop-start since he got injured in a game against Everton. Kind of plays, picks up a little niggle, plays, picks up another one. And he needs to start playing. I still think that he's one of our best defenders and he will be one of the main players in there. But at the moment, he's not. And he needs to get a run of games. So yeah, for this one, I'm going to put Sokratis in there. In the left-back position, I'm going to go with Maitland-Niles. Simple reason being, I don't know whether Nacho Monreal's back fit. Kolasinac, I know he came off because he looked absolutely shattered towards the end against Liverpool. And if he's our only first choice left back, then we're going to save him for the Wolves game. Maitland-Niles, he needs minutes. He's come back from an injury. And that's what I'm going to do for this game. I'm going to play Maitland-Niles. In the midfield area, first of all, we're going to go with a young lad, Guendouzi. Suspended for the game against Liverpool. He's going to have to watch himself. He's going to have to learn about those little things when he's on a yellow card like he did against Blackpool. Still don't think it was a sending off, but he's got to learn to, you know, manage those situations a little bit better. Lucas Torreira, for me, is not going to play in this game, and neither is Granit Xhaka, actually. So, pretty straightforward decision. Mohamed El Nene's injured. So the first name in there will be Guendouzi. Alongside him, I'm going to go with the young lad Smith Rowe. Again, not going to risk Xhaka or the likes of Torreira. Mohamed El Nene's injured, like I said. So I'm going to give the young lad Smith Rowe a chance. He's played in the Europa already. He scored a goal when we was out in Karabakh. And yeah, he can do the job. So that's what I'm going to go with. Going to move into the attacking three of that. First of all, on the right-hand side, I'm actually going to go with Alex Iwobi, based on the fact that he didn't start against Liverpool. So I think it's the perfect time for him to get some more minutes. Only played around about 15-20 minutes against Liverpool. Made a massive impact, to be quite honest with you though. But because he didn't start that game, I'm going to start him in this one. And that's Alex Iwobi. In that number 10 role, I'm not going to put Mesut Ozil in there. I'm going to go with Aaron Ramsey. Again, he doesn't seem to be part of the first team plans. It's pretty clear, and you know he's going at the end of the season. Might even go in January. But I've got faith in him playing for the team and putting performances in, regardless of what's gone on with his contract situation. So, yeah, Mesut Ozil going to rest him for this one. Worked really hard against Liverpool and pretty straightforward, to be quite honest with you. And I'm going to go with Aaron Ramsey. On the left-hand side of those, I'm going to go with Danny Welbeck. Always works hard when he's in the team, doesn't get much of a chance in the Premier League, and it seems to be these are the competitions that he will be playing in. The Europa, the Carabao, and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's a pretty straightforward decision, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him out there again. He scored the winner, of course, when we was in Lisbon. And another good performance, hopefully, from Danny Welbeck. And that's who I'm going to put on the left-hand side. Up front, as the main striker, I'm going to go with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. I don't think he's having that great a time when he's playing out wide. I think there's something just a little missing. When he plays through the middle, he's a lot more potent and a lot more dangerous. He's still banging in goals, don't get me wrong. He scored 9 this season already. But something's just missing in the Premier League. For this game, I'm going to give him some more minutes and another opportunity to try and get himself some goals. So yeah, pretty straightforward decision, and that's Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. So there we have it. That is my preview and my predicted lineup. Like I said, let's keep the winning run going. Let's keep the momentum going. Let's make it 15 wins unbeaten. Win this game and we guarantee qualification, top spot, through to the next round with 2 games to spare. And I think that's good because it means that we can concentrate on the Premier League going into a very, very busy period over Christmas without having to worry about the Europa. I know we're not going to go and throw kids in those last 2 games and, you know, risk losing them and whatnot. But it's nice to get that out of the way so we can focus on other things. So yeah, we will wait and see. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button. There will be a matchday vlog after the game, player ratings the following day. And yeah, like I said, let's just keep going. Let's just keep avoiding defeat. Let's make it 15 games undefeated, and let's get qualification to the next round. So until the matchday vlog, I will see you lot soon. I am out of here.